Alright, everybody, time for the next round in our Scrub League duels. Here we have your dear host Sebastian going up against our friend Brendan. It's going to be Metalfoes, which is Sebastian here on the bottom, versus Cyber Dragon. Looks like Metalfoes going first. Setting. That's 2 cards set. Let's see how he does. Gold. Okay, so a card in the Pendulum Zone is like expected of Metalfoes, but it's a good sign. 2 scale 1s. That's yeah. He didn't pull a Gold Driver, which is interesting. I mean, if there was one you were going to Pendulum summon back, I'd prefer it to be the Gold Driver, but just me. And okay, 4 back row, but no monsters. I think he was just playing into Cyber Dragon, so now he can't summon Desires. I don't like Desires personally. But you know, with no hand, he just gets it off for free. Now he's holding 7 cards, so he has the advantage. Foolish. Let's see, Foolish is out core, so this is a generic Cyber Dragon play. If his opponent had a monster, he could banish the core to summon Cyber Dragon straight from deck. But without it, he's maybe going for a repair plant play, or maybe he's just setting up for next turn. Let's see. Okay, there's the Galaxy Soldier play, which means we're most likely going to see a Nova and an Infinity. Oh, which is Honest. That's not a card you see very often in Cyber Dragons. They're a very offensive kind of deck, so a card like Honest, which is usually used to protect your monsters, doesn't exactly help very much, but I mean, it's good fodder for a Galaxy Soldier, I guess. Let's see. He has another Galaxy Soldier in hand that he surged. Nope, he's just going to summon the Dry, make it a 5. Oh, Instant Fusion 2, is he... This is very interesting. You see, if we had our Light Link monster, like the Light variant to Mistar Boy and Mrs. Radiant and Doolittle Chimera, this would be great because you can just make that really quick and probably still go into Infinity. But because we don't have it here yet, or anywhere really, right now, if he wanted to link summon, his best bet would just be making like Decode. Oh, okay, the Inferno or Clifford Genius, not the Inferno. I was sort of expecting to see this. Okay, so he just loses Bottomless right there. So Clifford Genius is completely unaffected by spells, traps, and other Link Monsters effects that are activated. So he does have this. I think... I don't think its second effect really matters too much. He's okay, Book of Moon, that stops the Infinity play. Oh, there's one of the few kaijus you guys will see in this tournament. I think if you don't know Cyber Dragons, if you summon the Light Kaiju, this guy, to your opponent's field, you can use a Cyber Dragon to fuse for the Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon, I think. But see, I think he's just hitting for 18 and ending. He did a lot, but that's just very minimal payouts. I think one thing I didn't see, the Metalfoe player actually set a card in his other Pendulum Zone, so he's not going to be able to Pendulum Summon unless his card is something he can flip face up to destroy with Gold Driver. Did he top deck any monster? I think... Yeah, Gold Driver is 19, so it can hit over all 3 of his monsters. But there's the Twin Twister, and it's hitting just Gold Driver. If you guys remember at Worlds, there was actually a Twin Twister and a Dracomir match where his opponent just netted like 3 cards, where he netted 3 cards off of it, but... Right now, if you just look at cards, it looks like the metalfoe player might be in trouble. If this top deck is another dry or a hold on, there's only one Galaxy Soldier in his grave, so he might have one in hand. Core, I think. I don't really know if he can go for an infinity play here. Oh, but he's just no fearing it right off. So Galaxy Soldier to attack. What's he gonna add? Regular Cyber Dragon. That's a Power Bond. Core and Cyber Dragon both in hand. What's he gonna go? Rampage, which will have a. I think this card pretty much just can OTK by itself at this point. He would blow a back row, but Sebastian already did that for him. He sends another core, another Cyber Dragon, so he can attack 3 times. First one, it just hits over. Yeah, go for another 42. I mean, the metalfoe player, Sebastian, he has nothing he can do to stop this. So the first game goes to Cyber Dragons. He didn't actually take any damage to that game. His only 1,000 he paid was for the instant fusion. I think in Cyber Dragons, it looks like Clifford Genius works about as well as the Light Link monster would be. But I don't know, it just doesn't do that much for the deck, honestly. I think the plus 500 might not seem like a lot, but it boosts, a Cyber Dragon Infinity. If it only has 2 material on it, that brings it up to 3,000. It'll survive most attacks. And then if it dies, you can return a Cyber Dragon, one of the Light Kaiju to your hand. Stuff like that. Core, maybe you desperately need a repair plant, Cyber Dragon Altanin. Or Cyber Altanin, it's not a dragon. No, Rampage. Cyber Dragons, they've received a lot of really good cards, which is, deck as a whole isn't that strong. And metalfoes, they don't seem like they're drawing too many monsters to keep this up. I think he had 3 last game and 1 he searched from counter. When Cyber Dragon just open Future Fusion, this is if he can't destroy it, like if he doesn't have Beryllium or Twin Twister to get rid of this, it might be an issue. Cyber Dragon's leaving themselves wide open. Gofu, I think the thing I'm most interested about with Gofu is seeing what Link monster he actually makes with his tokens. You can get Proxy, obviously, but then honestly, you could probably even just like keep Needle Fiber. Just if you hit it with Gofu, just you're not even really special summoning anything from deck. Just make formula to draw one, but a Dandelion normal summon. This is. I mean, I understand the decode talker, but I don't really know what he's making. I guess he can make a Firewall Dragon. Maybe have it be co-linked to like 1 card. Okay, there's the MST. You did get rid of the instant fusion. See what card? See, set combination. That's okay. So he did normal summon a metalfoe. I was just thinking if he had his normal summon, he could normal summon something and then use a fusion instead of combination. But hitting for 28 and passing, honestly, with 2 cards in hand, I feel as though metalfoe should have been able to do a little bit more. But Cyber Dragons. Let's see if Cyber Dragons have anything strong they can do. Let's see, 5 card. So if you look at it just right now, other than the 2 tokens summoned off Dandelion, they both have the same number of cards, but looks like Cyber Dragons didn't get too good of a hand. That's something else you might see a few times in this tournament is that a lot of the decks we have, they just don't have amazing consistency or speed. I think in my duel with Despots, that was my biggest thing. Is my consistency was garbage. I didn't draw like any of my cards I looked for, and it looks like Cyber Dragons have the same issue. Ooh, let's see, depending on how the metalfoes finish this turn, this might just be the end of the duel right here. There might not be a next turn for Cyber Dragons. See, combination and counterable set. Yeah, he's getting a lot of cards. Like he went from, what was it, 6 cards at the start of the turn till he already has 8. See, Metaphors combination. So I really like the different card artworks and all the different lores they have on them. One thing I did like is the parallels between like Metaphors combination, Zodiac combo, and Crystron. I think entry is that they all have their archetype fighting one of the True Kings. So like if you look on combination, you have the 3 Metalfoe monsters, and they're all fighting True King Agni. Then Combo has the Zodiac monsters all fighting Lithios, and the Krishan one has them fighting Buros. Oh, he's set honest. So he's not losing this turn, but it's, okay. I spoke too soon. This is no. He goes for. So, well, I don't know Metal Post 100%. Couldn't he have just gone for Adamant and just attacked with the 25 for game? I think, like, this is a safe play to make because you can take a Cyber Dragon, Nova, or anything like that, but. Let's see, Oh, okay, there's the Kaiju. He went for Deco Talker over Alkaheist, which is interesting. I think, yeah, he probably has something that targets. You guys remember a little while ago, like 2-3 years ago in the game when like absolutely nothing targeted? It was like there were 8 meta cards that targeted, and they were all like Zexal era cards, like Veilers and stuff. It's like we've gone full circle, and we're just back to everything targeting. There goes another instant fusion. See, Cyber Dragons, they're running a little low on life points. 14, I think, was it Silvered and Gold Driver can still just kill them. See, what does he have, like, any? No, that's just end phase. Okay, wanted to see what was going to happen there, so destroys the Alkaheist. The issue is he has cards in his extra deck that he can just pendulum summon out. So this is just it for the Cyber Dragon player. I don't think Cyber Dragons have any. I highly doubt that he's running like Battle Faders or Still Scarecrows in this deck. I mean, he very easily could be, and I just don't know it. But we'll see how this turns out. Let's see. I think. Yeah, 2,400, that's more than enough. He really doesn't even need to pendulum summon at this point. I think just a direct attack is game. If not, I think anything else would help him. And okay, there's Electrum. I mean, at this point, he's just going off because he can. I've seen a lot of the other Metalfoes duels that I've seen. It's not like don't do a lot and they don't go off this much. He's getting his pendulum summon for 1. He has decent damage on. Okay, 12 for 2. You can pendulum summon from hand. That's right. I know how to play this game. I swear. Let's see. Fusion 4. Oh, he got rid of the full metal full alkahest for Oracle. He did need to free up his zones that Electrum pointed to. He didn't have to free up both of them. But it looks like... I mean, he definitely just has game right here. You can't... Oh, yeah. I think Electrum is just like a really well-rounded card. It just has like everything Pendulum decks need. A Pendulum card from your deck to your extra deck, which, I mean, inside Master Rule 4, not extremely helpful. It is the same effect that Sephiroth has, and that's just incredibly devastating on that card. Then being able to destroy one other card you control to add a Pendulum from your extra deck to your hand, it's just almost every Pendulum deck has had some form of destroy or tribute from Ignite, Magus Vectors. I think Dino Mist were the only ones that didn't really have anything, even because they had Spinos and Rex that tributed, but that was about it. And the drawing effect of Electrum is really strong too. The fact that you trigger. Oh, Balbaboon. This card I honestly never really liked. Even like the artwork of it's bad. I mean, metalfoes can use it a lot, and we had Terratop for a long time. There was no point in people playing it here. It was disappointing because it was released as a super in the special edition. But, he's going to get to be able to stack his hand here a little bit, which is nice. I don't think like Terratop, Balbaboon, and Predaplant, Orpheus, Scorpio, those are like the big rank 3 cards, but I think in Links he's just going to use these to make something else. I think they're both plant monsters. Isn't that what you needed to make the new Aroma card? I don't know if that's the play he's making, but this is thinking about what Balbaboon does. And let's see. He has T1, 2, 3. He does have 7 cards, so obviously he gains 2. Mind Drain. Big thing about Mind Drain is like because Cyber Dragon's conditioned to special summon, it doesn't hurt it too much. But this does stop things like Honest, which is a card we see in play, and there are a few other random cards that can activate in the hand. Like we agreed, not a lot of hand traps, but we might see an instance where Mind Drain it's worth 1,000 life points. Obviously, if nothing else, he'll just blow it up with one of his Pendulum Scales. Oh. 2 vanilla Cyber Dragons to summon Rampage. If he had gone for Twin, I honestly would have been impressed. That's like a 2005 GX era play. It's both the counters, and he can. I think he just activated the effect to send, so he's going to be loading up his graveyard. I'm interested to see what the other 3 cards in his hand were. Just because, like, I honestly, let's see, Repair Plan. Because if you're out of the bat play is just special Rampage Dragon off Power Bond, assumes his hand had to be pretty weird. But let me see, let's see, what did he add? He added a core. Then he shuffled one of the Cyber Dragons back. Here comes Core, adding another Cyber Dragon repair plant. I think. Yeah, repair plants that hard. Oh, he has machine duplication too. This is just. Okay, so he just opened up golden. There's not even like. There is so much he can do with this. I think he wasn't able to get to the Nova first, or the Core first, which is why he had to wait on the machine dupe, so he didn't make the Infinity play. But still, he's gonna attack like, yeah, he gets 3 attacks on Rampage. But of course, first he attacks with Core just for the insult points. Yeah, no, I think, yeah, if he ran it, he can't use his Battle Fader now because of his own Mind Drain. But I believe, yeah, that was match right there. It looks like Cyber Dragon's winning it. I think I expected a little bit more out of metalfoes, honestly. Like, I don't really see the deck, but I know they used to they popped up all the time around Zoo when Zoo was out. I think they YCS Denver, they had one appearance in the top 32. But Game 3, I can't even like hold it against metalfoe. That was a glorious display by Cyber Dragons. But that's it for this round. We'll see you next time. I think our next matchup is Crystal Beast versus Mortronic, so I'll be commentating on that one as well. Oh, and really quick, let me see, trying to just Rose Seraph Jasmine. It just takes 2 plant monsters, so we could have made this. But it wouldn't have been really helpful. Yeah, they wouldn't have done anything for him. Sticking with the Bao Baboon was his best play. But that's all I have for you, so everyone just have a nice day.